In this video, I'm going to talk about rejection, and I hope that it will help you to overcome some pain that can be caused by it. Hi everyone, welcome to Be Strong and Love Yourself, a channel for very strong people. I'm Dasha Bisali, and I created this channel to share some information that helped me to become happier. And today I want to talk about rejection. First, I will be talking about brain and how it can be affected by rejection. Then I will share my personal experience, two experiences. And I also want to share one very cute story, philosophical story about self-worth. And in the end, I will sum it up. So first thing first, brain. And I have the link in the description box to a study that I will be talking about. But basically, there was a study done by scientists where they simulated rejection in a game. And they did fMRI scans of the brain to see the activities in different parts. And now I want to read the part what they found out. Upon awareness of rejection, the anterior cingulate cortex, ACC, I will call it ACC, was activated, an area that also registers body pain, suggesting that the emotional impact of two is similar. Part of the prefrontal cortex that helps control emotions was also activated, which seemed to reduce feelings of rejection. So what does it mean? Basically, it means that when we experience rejection, for brain, it's more or less the same as if you break your arm. The same part of the brain is activated in terms of rejection as when you experience physical pain. And it happens in the part of the brain which is called anterior cingulate cortex, ACC. But our prefrontal cortex can help us to reduce the pain. And I would call it self-help, when you feel bad, but you can still try to help yourself. And maybe you can have some therapy or things like that, but we do have ability to reduce the pain caused by rejection. I want to mention that it is very important to be compassionate towards the person who is rejected. If you have a friend who is going through this type of situation, please be supportive, and also don't feel bad if you experience pain because of rejection. It's a normal biological process and it does hurt, and you have the right to take care of yourself if it happened. So please be compassionate towards others and towards yourself. Now I want to share two examples of what happened to me, and one example is related to work and another one to personal life. And when I was working in one company in Moscow years ago, maybe 15 years ago, I was hoping to get a promotion because of acquisition that we had in the company. But instead of promotion, I actually got a new manager, and I used to report to finance director. They created a new role of this manager that I started to report to. And to me, it was a little bit shocking. This is not what I expected. Next day after this announcement, I went on vacation that was planned a while ago to Miami. And I remember how I woke up in my bed at 5 a.m. and I started to cry. This is how upset I was about this role. But then I put myself together and I decided that this type of things should not ruin my vacation, and I still need to have fun. And I actually had a nice vacation. Then I got back to Moscow, and I didn't use my cell phone during my vacation. I checked my voicemail and I found out that my former manager by that time she worked in a different company, offered me another job in another company, which was much better than the one that I wanted. So this new job, I got it in a month, and this new job was really awesome, and I had opportunity to work not only with my Moscow colleagues, but I also had a lot of relationships with people from Zurich and Dublin, and also with high-level managers, like vice presidents of different departments, because of the projects that I was leading. And I got a lot of good recommendations. So in a while, when I moved to US, and my hiring manager in US started to request some recommendations, she was really impressed that I was well known not only in Russia, but also in Ireland and Switzerland. And this job really helped me to get a job here in US. So even though I was really upset when I didn't get the role after acquisition, instead life gave me a much better opportunity, and everything worked out really well. And I also want to share one funny example. When I was in college, I really liked one guy, and I was kind of chasing him, was buying him gifts, and I tried to take a train at the same time as he was doing it, kind of to commute together. And he realized that I liked him, and one day he said, "Hey Dasha, we need to talk." And he said basically that, "Oh, I know that you like me, but nothing is going to happen. I don't like you. To be honest, I need someone more elegant. So please stop chasing me." It was really bad and humiliating, I would say. And when I came home, I cried, and I couldn't even talk. My sister could hardly get the answer from me, like, of what happened. My parents got scared, and my sister as well. But then I explained what was going on, and they were like, "Oh, it's not a big deal, don't worry." And it was true. I got over this guy really fast because we didn't have any relationships. It's not like I lost something that belonged to me. Actually, it was not too painful, but right after I got rejected, I felt really, really, really bad. But the funny part in this whole story is that about 15 years after it happened, a few years ago, I actually talked to this guy, and because we have one friend in common, and this other friend, he has my phone number here in US, so they were able to FaceTime me. And when I saw this guy, I was thinking, it's not nice to say it, but he lost his hair, kind of gained weight, and he just didn't look that great as I would want my husband to look like. And when he saw me, he said that I looked gorgeous and that I was one of the most beautiful women in college. And only thing I could think of was, thanks God I didn't end up with this guy. So again, you can be devastated because of rejection. You can feel really bad. But then several years later, you need to wait a little bit. You look back and you think, no, everything actually worked out well. And that's fine that I got rejected. Actually, whatever I have now is better than I could get back then. And now I want to share the story about a boy who came to his dad and he asked his father, "What is my worth? What is my value? How do I know that?" And his father told him, "Take this stone and go to the market. And if somebody wants to buy it from you, don't tell the price and just show 2 fingers." So a little boy went to the market and tried to sell the stone. And one old lady asked him what was the price. And the boy just raised 2 fingers. And she said, "Oh, $2. I'm going to buy it from you and I will put it in my garden." Little boy came back home and told his dad that the woman wanted to buy the stone for $2 and he didn't sell it. So his dad said, now go to a museum and try to sell them the stone, but don't really sell it, but try. And do the same thing, just show 2 fingers. Little boy went to museum and he has shown the stone to them, and they said, oh, it's kind of Asian stone. It can be a good addition to our exhibition. How much does it cost? And little boy did the same thing. He shown 2 fingers, and they said, oh, $20,000. We will buy it from you for this price. Little boy ran to his dad back home and he said, wow, they want to buy it for $20,000. And his dad replied, well, now go to this precious stone store and try to sell it over there. The boy came to a precious stone store and offered his stone again. And the owner of the store looked at it and he said, wow, this is such a rare stone. It's absolutely amazing. How much do you want me to pay for it? The boy did the same thing, just has shown 2 fingers. And the owner of the store said, okay, I'll buy it for $200,000. The moral of the story, and what dad said to his son, is that in different places you will have a different value. Some people will think that you are really worthy, and some people will not notice your worth. So you need to surround yourself with people that can see the value of your diamond inside. They can see your potential. And don't waste too much time on people who do not value you. And try also help other people to see their diamonds. We all have potential inside, so it's better to use it and to be around people and be surrounded by people who can see your true value. So that's kind of it. Let me just sum up in the end that rejection hurts, and these are not just words. It's a biological reality, and it's more or less the same for our brain as broken arm. You can have rejections in your life, can be rejected, but it doesn't mean that it's the end of the story. And sometimes rejection can lead to a better outcome that we cannot even think about. Life is something bigger than our own imagination. And know your worth, believe in yourself, and try to surround yourself with people who believe in you, and try to help others to believe in themselves. It is very important, if you just got rejected, to take care of yourself. So please be strong and love yourself. Love wins always.